What's good? RXL209 back with another video. And apparently Nate is so proud. He's so happy that my channel was flagged. As if he's done something, as if he's accomplished something other than adding a fucking layer of blubber under his chin. Nate, this is my 9th channel. I know the content I make, it's gonna hurt people's feelings. It sure as fuck hurt your feelings. And when people are mentally ill like you are, Nate, and that's not an opinion, that's a fact that you've admitted. And you're not, unless did you get on that medication that you said you were going to get on? You're mentally ill, and people like you that get their feelings hurt, they're going to lash out and they're going to flag. They're too stupid to unsub. They're too stupid to stop watching. And of course, they flag it. They feel they have the right to their safe space and to go outside or go on the internet and live their entire life and never be offended and never be questioned or hear other things questioned. They just want to follow the sheep because that's about how smart they are and how smart as you are. You're about as smart as a fucking sheep. You said it yourself in your own words. Your feelings were trampled. See, I'm big on reality, and the reality is you don't give two fucks about black people. 6 months ago, you were dropping the N-bomb like nobody's business. You called Zaire a nigger, and you called some other guy a nigga, oblivious to the fact that you're some fucking fat white guy in Texas that ain't allowed to use that fucking word. And the stupidity of you calling somebody else of color a racist against somebody else of color is beyond the retardation that I thought you reached months ago. You're on to new levels of it. But let's go over what really offended you. It was just so awful that we can't allow in society. A cartoon has a bunch of superheroes called Coon and Friends. And there's an all-black podcast that's not just all black. Because let's face it, we can't make these jokes about Blackbuster Critic or Shokio or even Blackbond, who's on that podcast, or Dark Cloud or something. The joke really can't be made about those guys. We're talking about a fucking ghetto piece of shit like Hard 8. And, you know, as much as I like him, somebody who's country as hell, Jack Move Johnny. We're talking about a podcast where these guys are just shucking and jiving and talking all ghetto. That's a fact. Yo, you understand what I'm saying? Most of the podcast has nothing to do with gaming. And I thought it was funny that there was a show called Coon and Friends, and then you have this ghetto-ass podcast, Kool-Aid drinking, fried chicken eating fucking podcast. Yo, you understand what I'm saying? You ain't beat that game, yo. You understand what I'm saying? Come on. He talks like a fucking idiot. If they were white, it would be a fucking white trash podcast. If it was a bunch of my people like, Orderland, fucking, you never beat Cuphead, yo, you understand what I'm saying? It'd be a fucking Barrio podcast. Black people to you are like the Wii U and the Switch are. Just like you go out and buy a Wii U so the Nintendo fans can pat you on the back and say, yay, Nate, you're one of us now. That's what you're doing now with your fake outrage. That's why you've made like fucking 8 videos about me already. Your mouth has overloaded your butt. What the fuck does that even mean, you inbred redneck piece of shit? What, you think I fucking can't make videos or like you've done something, like you've changed my fucking mind or something? You're a retard. A fucking retard. I don't mean you're stupid or you're slow, even though you are. I literally mean that you're a fucking mouth drooling, needing a nurse, stumbling and fumbling around life, probably on SSI. You're probably homeless. Your wife has probably left you. That's why you roam around in a fucking car, Uber car, yet we never see any passengers. But that's okay, because now Hard 8 pats you on the back and likes your videos and sends them to tweet. Even though 6 months ago he pretty much called you a racist piece of shit. But now it's okay because you're a fake outraged social justice warrior. RXL, I think you're screwed up and I think you're angry. Nobody's angry but you idiot. Nobody is angry but you and the other sensitive pieces of shit. It's why you can't take a fucking joke. I'm being attacked. Now you're attacking people's religion. You believe in a magical sky wizard, Nate. You should be attacked. You should be mocked. People should throw vegetables at you as you walk down the street, like they did in medieval times when they would watch like horrible shitty plays. You should be booed and hissed for being such a fucking moron. Think about it for a second, Nate. You were saved, yet you're back on YouTube. You were saved by a magical fucking sky being. You don't think that should be made fun of? What? Okay, here's a couple of stories, people. There was once a garden with a snake, and the snake talked to human beings. And there's another story where a man was swallowed by a whale and lived several months inside the whale. One of them is a fairy tale, and one of them is Nate's beliefs. Guess which one is which? It's a trick question. They are both Nate's beliefs. You should be made fun of, mocked, fucking shamed. You're mentally ill, and I'm always going to make fun of shit that I find stupid. I find it stupid you believe in a magical sky wizard, and I find you just as stupid as when I make a video about Nintendo being kitty, and some 11-year-old says, "Why, I like Nintendo, it's not kitty," and he doesn't realize that he's 11. So as you stand up for the blacks and not realize that you're a white fucking hick from Texas who's fucking been in trouble more than a couple of times on YouTube for dropping the N-word. The bottom line is this. I'm going to make the videos that I fucking want to make. And if you don't like it, you can unsub. You can watch and fucking torture yourself and fucking hurt your own feelings. You can make 1,000 videos about me fucking crying about it. You're only mind fucking yourself. Hell, you can even cry about it in the comment section. But what you're not going to do, what you're never, ever, ever going to do is push your fucking sensitive ass, politically correct, fake outrage, social justice warrior bullshit on me. You save it for the other weak-minded people when you see them on Sundays and kneel to your sky wizard. Peace out, bitch. You know, at this point I was done with the video, and I had a lot of fun making it. And then I was talking to my wife, and we were laughing at Nate. I know this is the part where, you know, people that are made fun of, they're just haters, because, you know, that's easier to believe than to have to go on through life dealing with the fact that there's people laughing at them and making fun of them. But yeah, me and my wife were laughing at Nate, and I was telling her, you know, how funny it was that he's standing up for all these black people, when you know goddamn well if he were to come home and find out that his wife was messing around with some black dude, and they would start arguing, right? And he wouldn't be like, "How dare you fuck that African American?" Like, we all know. Forget the fucking bullshit. We all know what this white piece of crap from South Texas or wherever the hell this hillbilly came from. We all know, without a shadow of a doubt, what this guy would be yelling at his wife. "I can't believe you went out and fucked that nigger." That's what he would do. That's what the fuck he would. You know it. I know it. Even if you're the biggest lame Nate78 fan out there, you know goddamn well I'm right. And I just wanted to add that because I thought it was funny and true.